Good day, everyone. Today I'll be discussing a topic beyond just selling products, and it's about selling ideas that are changing lives. The role of social marketing in social mobilization. Social marketing isn't just about business, it's about making a real impact on society, from improving public health to protecting our environment and even promoting social justice. But have you ever wondered where it all started? Who were the brilliant minds that shaped this field into what it is today? To answer that, we need to take a step back in time to 1971, when there's two visionary scholars, namely Philip Kotler and Gerald Zatman, introduced a groundbreaking idea. They believe that marketing strategies used in business could be applied to encourage positive social change. And just like that, we now have social marketing. So now let's dive in and explore the key figures and theoretical foundations that have shaped social marketing and continue to influence how we inspire the changes today. Social marketing isn't just about creativity, it's built on theories that explain and why people change their behavior. So we do have here the three major theories that provide a foundation for our social marketing strategies. First would be the exchange theory. So this is all about perception. People are more likely to adopt a behavior if they believe that the benefits outweigh the costs. So for example, a public health campaign, let's say, why do people quit smoking? Because they see here the long-term benefit, which is the having a better health, as greater than the short-term cost, which is giving up the habit of smoking. Next, we have the diffusion of innovations. Ever wonder why some trends or behavior catch on quickly while others even struggle? The theory then explains how new ideas spread in society. A great example of this would be the use of seatbelt became a common, and then over time, as more people adopted to the behavior, it became a norm in using safety and using their seatbelts. The third theory that we have here is the stages of change model. So behavior change doesn't happen overnight. So people go through different phases from awareness up until the action. This is very important for us for social marketing, especially because it reminds us that the effective campaigns must guide people to step-by-step progress in making a big change. So for us to be able to understand the said theories, we can create more effective social marketing strategies that truly influence our behavior. So now let's talk about the brilliant minds who shaped this field. So social marketing didn't just develop on its own or on overnight. So it was built by visionaries who saw marketing as a tool for social good. So few figures that we have here who played a big role in the growth and evolution of social marketing. So let's start with Philip Kotler, who is known as the father of social marketing. Kotler then is the instrumental in applying marketing strategies to social causes, laying the groundwork for the field. Without him, social marketing as we know it today might not exist. So next we have here is Alan Anderson. He emphasizes the importance of audience research and segmentation, making social marketing campaigns more targeted and effective. His work as well helped ensure that the campaigns truly resonated with the people they aim to influence. The third we have here, Gerard Hastings. He is a true strong advocate of ethical and critical approaches to social marketing. Hastings then pushed for campaigns not only aimed for behavior change, but he also upheld integrity and responsibility. Last but not the least, we have here Nancy Lee. So she then focused on real-world application, ensuring that the social marketing principles were used effectively in public campaigns. One of her contributions as well is to continue to influence global efforts in health, environmental conservation, and beyond. So, with these three pioneers, social marketing has become a powerful tool for change, influencing a global initiative on health, sustainability, and even social change. So what we started as a simple concept in the 1970s have grown into a powerful tool for driving change across multiple areas in society. Initially, social marketing focused heavily on public health, and one of its first big wins was being an anti-smoking campaigns. So by using the said marketing strategies to educate the public on the dangers of smoking, behavior of the people started then to shift. Then it then expanded into road safety movements, promoting seatbelt use, safe driving, and apparently even the anti-driving campaigns. So environmental conservation soon became a key focus as well, encouraging people to do recycle, reduce waste, and even adopt sustainable habits. Well, in the recent years, we've seen mental health awareness as well, taking the center stage with campaigns pushing for open discussions, reducing stigma, and even encouraging self care. So, at it does not stop there. Like today, social marketing is also being used to address financial well being, digital literacy, climate change advocacy, and many more, um, proving that the dynamic and evolving field of social marketing continues to evolve. So after everything that we've discussed today, you might be wondering like why does that matter? Like why does social marketing matter to you? Why does it matter to me? So the truth is social marketing is everywhere, shaping the choices that we make every day. It is the reason we buckle up in the cars, recycle plastics, and even get vaccinated. Many of the behaviors we are now taking for granted, like wearing seatbelts or conserving energy, only became widespread because of the effective social marketing campaigns. So without them, many life-saving and society-improving behaviors might never have gained traction. So think about it. Like, what if no one promoted the dangers of smoking, right? Like, what if people never marketed the importance of mental health? The way we live today has been influenced by the decades of strategic social marketing efforts. So before we even wrap up, let's take a quick moment to maybe reflect on the key insights of our discussion on social marketing. So, social marketing has played a major role in shaping modern society, influencing behaviors that promote public health, environmental sustainability, and even social good. So, the field was pioneered in 1971, again by Philip Kotler and Gerald Zotman, proving that marketing principles could be used to drive positive social change, not just selling products, okay? So key theories like exchange theory, diffusion of innovation, and even the stages of change model provide a framework for understanding how and why people adopt to new behaviors. So over time, social marketing has evolved far beyond its public health initiatives, now influencing climate action, financial literacy, digital well-being, and again, much more. So at its core, social marketing isn't just about influencing consumers, it's about creating a better world by guiding people toward positive, life changing decisions. And who knows, like maybe one day you will be the one designing the next great social marketing campaign that would transform our lives. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And here are the references that I used for the discussion today. Thank you, and I hope you did learn a lot about social marketing.